Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, people have been talking about the apology which President William Samoei Ruto issued, apology on anything which the government could have done wrong. That was an indication that the government was feeling the pressure from citizens, the pressure about the numerous defiance from citizens.
Now, to our children, if there is any misstep, we apologize. Our neighbors from Tanzania, if we have wronged you in any way, forgive us.
This apology, ladies and gentlemen, it seems there are sections of Kenyans who are not willing to accept the apology, ladies and gentlemen. So in this analysis, I want us to focus on this apology. Why are Kenyans still rejecting Ruto's apology, despite the fact that he issued a public apology during the prayer breakfast, which took place at Safari Park? So I want to quickly take you through some couple of Kenyans and why we think Kenyans will not forgive William Ruto, and why they think that the only solution to the problem is for him to just leave office. That is the only way they are ready to forgive William Samoei Ruto. So what do you think about William Ruto's apology? Should Kenyans forgive him? I wanted to just go below in the comment section and offer you a honest response regarding this apology. Now, before we go further on this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, kindly support this channel by liking this video to enable you to share this content to many people. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed before, and to our existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much, because without you, this channel wouldn't have grown. Should we forgive William Ruto or should we not? First of all, let's go to the Bible. What does the Bible say about how many times you should forgive someone? There's a part in the Bible that says this. Then Peter came to him and asked, Lord, how many times will my brother sin against me and I forgive him and let it go? Up to 7 times. That's what Jesus said. I say to you, not up to 7 times, but 77 times. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wished to settle accounts with his slaves. So you should forgive someone 77 times until before you actually convict that person. So Ruto has apologized. Should we forgive William Ruto? Let me quickly delve into this apology, because people are talking about the apology, and I've seen reactions from youths who think that Ruto should have first of all owned, the president should have first of all owned up to the mistakes, accepted that he was sorry he made a mistake before now apologizing. So why am I saying so? Let me quickly take you through these reactions, ladies and gentlemen. Someone by the name Short Stuff posted something here, and he said, why is everyone issuing apologies, especially the evil ones? So I think Short Stuff was trying to react to what happened on the 28th May, because Ruto, the president of Kenya, apologized. And then the internet was shocked by another apology from Uganda.
All the mistakes made by ourselves, our agents and representatives. We therefore stand here to repent and ask for your forgiveness. And
the president of Uganda and the first lady, they jointly issued an apology, and all these apologies were if, they used the word if there are mistakes. So the fact that these apologies have if is the main reason why Kenyans are complaining and say that this apology is not from a genuine heart. It's something that is just because someone is feeling pressured. Now he thinks that he should apologize. I am not saying that that is the case, but I think that is what people are talking about. Like, for instance, if I may take you to Yoko, you know Yoko, Kibet Bull, Yoko said something here. The apology starts with if. The apology means it's conditional. So the people shall reject the apology. So in few words, this apology shall be rejected. There's another X handle by the name Insecurity KE. And in this X handle, this is what it says. Apology not accepted. Statements by Gen Zs. Mr. President, forgiveness requires truth, justice, and accountability. None have been served. See, none have been served. Let me take you to Crystal Asije. This is a senator who was nominated by ODM with a visual impairment. But then Senator Crystal Asije said something here. This is what she says. No, I didn't attend today's national prayer breakfast. My spirit won't allow it. I may not be able to quote King James front to back, and I'm certainly not preacher, but this one thing I do know, apologies should come in the form of a word salad. In fact, the best apology is changed behavior, and that is yet to be seen. So Crystal Asije talks about changed behavior. If you want us to forgive you, first of all, correct some mistakes and own up. Now, just like I told you, the world was shocked when even Museveni came up and apologized. Now, Museveni's apology has also been a center stage. People are talking about it, and of course, there are people who will reject the apologies. Those people will accept the apologies. But nevertheless, Museveni and the First Lady apologized. Now, first of all, before we get to Museveni's apology, Alfred Keter also said something here. Alfred Keter says, we don't take apologies from hypocrites. Wow. Okay. So Alfred Keter calls the president a hypocrite. So we don't accept apologies from hypocrites. That is Alfred Keter's reaction, ladies and gentlemen, towards the apology, the debate on apology. Should we forgive William Ruto? Should we not forgive the president? That is up to you, ladies and gentlemen. But we were talking about Museveni, and government critic has shared something on Museveni, and the government critic says the only way Museveni can show his apologies is by first retiring, free Besigye, and allow democracy in Uganda. Okay, so this is a bit cryptic because Museveni apologized alongside the First Lady, but Besigye is still in custody. I mean, what kind of apology should, how did Museveni expect Ugandans to react? You know, we've not seen a video on Tanzania President Samia Suluhu. Of course, we saw from this, from Kenya and Tanzania, but from Kenya and Uganda, but I've not seen a clip from Tanzania where the president is apologizing. I mean, especially after what happened between Kenya and Tanzania, we haven't seen. But of course, we saw during the prayer breakfast, we saw some members of parliament from Tanzania come to Kenya, and they sang with the Kenyan choir in parliament, joint choir, and delivered a message there. It was a message of unity. So we don't know whether that was a blessing from Samia Suluhu, but we saw the Tanzania members of parliament sing alongside Kenyans member of parliament in a show of solidarity, unity. Now, let's first of all continue with the apology. This apology, ladies and gentlemen, people are talking about it, and we're not reading the reactions regarding the apology. In fact, let me take you through Sheila Mwanyiga. I think this is a media personality. She says, an apology with the word if. It is no shape or form. An apology. Why apologize if you are not sorry? If you are not sorry. The conditional word if was used in President William Ruto's apology. And that is what Kenyans are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. If we are wrong. Let me still just like I told you, I'm not going to tire reading this reaction. So let me just continue reading the reaction. There's someone from the name Adam Grant here. Adam Grant says, an apology is not an admission that you are a bad person. It is a step towards becoming a better person and an expression of care for the other person. The most important part is not saying sorry. It's taking responsibility for what you did wrong and taking action to make it right. I think what Adam Grant is trying to tell us is that, first of all, the president should have started by saying, I am sorry that your people were abducted and we are responsible. I'm sorry that I put more taxes on you and you felt the pinch. Your pockets had to dry up. You don't have money. I'm sorry that we put policies that are not fair to you. And I'm sorry that when the demonstrations peacefully were conducted, ABCD happened. So maybe Adam Grant wants William Ruto wants the president to take that direction of, first of all, acknowledging the mistakes and then in the process also apologizing. I mean, I am just trying to look at this tweet, and based on the tweet and the picture which has been shared here regarding how good was your apology, then I think what Adam Grant wants done is that the apology should accompany responsibility for what was done wrong. Let me take you through like 3 last tweets. First of all, I will take you through Kabando. You know, of course, I was not going to end this discussion without going through Kabando or Kabando's reaction. In fact, Kabando said something here. An apology without accountability and reparations is an absurdity. To lie in the name of Almighty God is to sacrilege. Abductions, tortures, killings for material criticisms and political power are acts of diabolical character. Ruto's fake apology is sadism. One term. So, well, I'm not going to react more on that, but that's what Kabando is telling us. The People's Liberation Party, of course, this is Martha Karua's party, has some unkind words to William Ruto regarding his apology. So let's get into this reaction from the People's Liberation Party. And this is what it says, the ex-handle. Together with members of opposition political parties, we take note of President William Ruto's apology and reconciliatory tone during the national prayer breakfast and remind him that it must be accompanied by tangible action if it's to carry meaning to the people. Well, that is what we are told regarding the apology. Cornelius also shared the same video on PLP, you know, wanted to give a statement. And in this statement, Cornelius says, opposition youth to Kasongo, your apology is not accepted. You are a dictator and you must go one term. So, in very few words, ladies and gentlemen, Kenyans here going through the reactions have not agreed to the apology by William Ruto. The apology. Of course, you must have been shocked when you listen to the apology from Museveni. Yes, because Museveni apologized na huku Besigye bado ako korokoroni na inasemekana kwamba it's unfair treatment. Samia Suluhu has not apologized, but that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So, to sum this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, let's end by going through Taifa Leo posting, which says Nisamee Gen Z. Okay, that's the front cover, and in the front cover, I can see William Samoei Ruto there on the front cover, and I think this is a picture that was taken yesterday when he was dropping that statement on forgiveness from the Gen Zs. So, Nisamee Gen Z is the title there, the headline there. Now, perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.